Now that's a match made a little south of heaven.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Mastermind creations, Knee and Foxwire. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So at the front here, we have Knee, we have Foxwire. The names are Knee and Foxwire. Mechanic, Secret Agent on this side of the box. Knee and Foxwire on the other side of the box. Knee and Foxwire on the bottom. Words, things, barcodes. Warning! Don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the top, Knee and Foxwire. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots of things and stuff and things and more stuff, more things. Hooray for stuff and things. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included, you get not one, but two collector's cards. One for Knee, one for Foxwire, and on the other side, you have tech specs, if that interests you. Hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have Knee and Foxwire, aka Nickel and the Pet, aka Dominus Ambus. So a nice little two-pack of bots here from Mastermind Creations, and who are we going to start off with? We'll start off with the Pet. So here we have Foxwire in his beast mode, and we're getting close here so you can take a look at the details. You can see you have some red there for the eyes. His little teeth, going to open up his mouth, and you can see his little teeth there are actually picked out in silver. And you can see it's a very simple design for what is a very simply designed character in the comic book. You do get some nice silver in here. He does have that visible head syndrome. It's right there. You can't do anything about it. You can't turn his head around in here because then things back here don't sit flush like they're supposed to. So it's just kind of like, hey, how are you? But it is what it is. And he got his little claws there, picked out in silver. Got some more silver there for the midsection, some black. Got the little hip rockets going on. Some more silver claws, a bushy tail. And there you go. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get your wiggly side to side. Can look up. Can look down. Can rotate if you needed to. Watch out for his little ears there. Can rotate. And as you can see, the ears are posable there. You can move them forward, move them back. Again, the mouth can open and close. The front legs can rotate. They're on a ball joint. No, that's not a ball joint, actually. That's just a straight hinge, but it can rotate, can move in and out. You got rotation right up there. You have a double joint right there. As far as the paws go, they can rotate. You do have a joint that allows them to move up and down. You can use that transformation hinge also. Use that for posability if you needed to. As far as the midsection goes, this section here can move up and down. The robot mode waist is on a ball joint, so you get all kinds of wiggly waggly there. The hind legs can rotate, can do that full 360. They can move in and out if he needs to take a leak. You got thigh rotation. You have two joints there at the knee. And the rear paws are on a ball joint, so they can move up, move down, get a little bit of tiltage. And you do have those claws on a hinge that also move up and down. And the tail can wag from side to side, can also move up and down, and you also have a hinge here that allows this section to move up and down. So you even have a little bit of a tail posability. Oh, and these little these shoulder pieces right here are also on a ball joint, so you can kind of angle those wherever you want. They can rotate as well. So you get a pretty good amount of posability from the Pet here. And for comparison, here he is with the Ocular Max Ravage. So you can see how that works out. So there you go. Now, as far as accessories go for the Pet here, you do only get two accessories for him. You get a leash, and the chain is a metal chain. And how this works is you have this panel right here, which just tabs into this slot right here. And I have seen people complaining about this panel popping out very easily, and it does pop out very easily, and all I did was just put a little dab of glue there. That's never coming off again. So, simple remedy, just glue that in place if it pops off a little too easily for your liking. But you just take this, and it just tabs in right there. If I can find the slot, there we go. Just tabs in right there, and voila. Now the pet has a leash, and this is a 5mm peg here, and we can bring in, let's bring in Tarn. And you just put that in his hand, like so. And there he is with the pet. So hey, thing you can do if you want to do it. And the last accessory that is included with the pet is an optional damaged head sculpt here. Some silver bits sticking out. You see the eye kind of jacked up, missing part of the ear. And the mouth also opens and closes. Meow. Anyway. And the head swap out very easily. It's just on a ball joint. Just pop off the old, pop in the new. Whoops. Come on. Work with me. Work with. Hey! Hey! There we go. Good boy. Good boy. So, there you go. You can have that look going on if you want to. And again, these little ears are posable also. So you can have that look going on if you wish. And he is transformable with either head-on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't affect the transformation in any way, shape, or form. Everything still works out exactly the same way. So, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Hey, you can spin them. You can actually spin them. So, where shall we begin? Well, let's just begin with the backside here and work our way up. So, you know, it's a beast former, so it's pretty much your typical beast former transformation here. So we're just going to straighten out the legs, rotate there at the knee, rotate the foot around, and then we come under here and just flip out the heel spur. And we can just bring the leg down. You're going to take the hip rocket and just swing that in, and there you have a leg all done. Second pass is just like the first. So just bring the leg down, just straighten it out, rotate, rotate, flip out the heel, flip in little hip rockets, and you're going to take the hips and just collapse them into the body like so. And now we're going to take the tail, and you just want to split it down the middle here and undo. These sections do kind of soft peg into place, just undo either side. Bring them up. This little panel right here does also move. This little butt flap here. You can lift this up because reasons. Doesn't really add too much. It's really just kind of, I guess, to get out of the way of these things if you want to pose them some other way. But you know, that does move if you want it to move. And you just kind of bring the halves of the tail up like so. And we basically have the lower body all done. So moving on to the upper body, you want to take this whole shoulder assembly here, this little silver piece, and just rotate that around like so, and you'll see that shape will kind of line up there like that. Bring the arm down. You just want to take the paw here, just kind of bring that up, swing that around to the back. There's a little tab there. That will go into a slot right there. It doesn't tab in very securely. It tabs in well enough, but it can come undone pretty easily. That could have been a little bit more snug, but I mean, it stays put. And just rotate his hand around so everything's facing the right way. And there you go. Second pass again, just like the first. Just rotate all this around. Like so. Bring the paw out. Flip it around. Bring it up. And tab it in. Rotate the fist. Again, these little shoulder pieces, you just kind of angle however you want. And we just take the head here, just bring it down. A little tab will go into the slot right there in the chest. To secure that into place, you take the mane here, and this will just collapse down onto his back, like so. Take these little ears here, just kind of bring them back, and last thing you want to do is just take this part of the body here and just collapse it up until it snaps into place. And get them all situated here. And there you go. There you have the pet, aka Dominus Anbus in his robot mode. And he looks pretty good. Nice and comic booky, in my opinion, anyway. I can work with that. I can work with that. So let's get in close here. So we can take a look at his chest, at his noggin. There's that noggin. Okay, pretty nicely done head sculpt. Silver for the face, red for the eyes. And now we can see Dominus Anbus there in all of his glory. And, you know, nothing really new gets revealed in robot mode here. It's pretty much everything we've already seen, just in a slightly different configuration. Got some, like, coattails going on back here. Coattails. Actually kind of appropriate, because it's a tail. Anyway, you can see the mane just sits on the back there. So it's a pretty clean transformation. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get your wiggly-waggly. Wiggly-waggly. You can look up, you can look down, head can do a full 360. Again, arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. Bicep rotation, double-jointed elbow. You have wrist rotation. The hands themselves are on a ball joint. So you have wiggly-waggly there if you need it. You got wiggly-waggly at the waist itself, being on a ball joint. So you have crunchage, rotation edge, all that good stuff. Legs, and go forward that far. You can do them high kicks. Back, that far, outward. If you move, these do come unpegged. They're supposed to. Legs only come out that far. You get thigh rotation. You do have a double-jointed knee. So you have a nice full range of movements. You do have rotation right below the knee itself. And the foot, again, is on a ball joint. Can move up, can move down. A little bit of tiltage and rotationage. And you also have that toe joint there. And the heel moves if you need it to. So now let's talk about the second bot in this 2-pack. Here we have Nee, aka Nickel, the medic of the DJD, and here she is in her alt mode. It's a thing. It's a thing. And let's get in close here so we can take a look at some of the details. You do have some nice silver on the tips of these things. It's all just a bunch of things. I don't know, but these things are on a soft bendy plastic here. You got some nice blue right up front, some red, more reds, some wings, thrusters there. Done in silver. That's the waist piece right there. And there's the top. There's the bottom. Got the little rolling wheels there. So she rolls as rolling things should. She rolls pretty well. So you have that. And for comparison, here she is with the Titan's Return Bumblebee. So you get a sense of the scale here. And yeah, she's little. She's a little gal. Now, Nickel here does have some alternate configurations for her alt mode, and this configuration right here is the land alt mode. And to go into the air alt mode, you have to remove this little green piece right here. It's very small, be careful not to lose it. And we bring in this little fin, and that will just plug in right there, like so. And then we untab these wings and put them off to the side, and we replace them with these new wings that look like they're extended, and just plug them in like so, and there you have the air alt mode configuration. So now she can fly, whoosh. Okay. And she does have one more configuration. We have to remove these wings and put the original ones back on. Plug these back in. We remove this section here, and we plug on this little like scope here. It could be a snorkel, I'm not sure. Scope or a snorkel. Snorkel or a scope. Either way, I don't know. I don't care. And we give her these little arms right here. These little posable arms on a hinge there on the center. And just untab these sections here, and they just plug in via a ball joint. And they just plug in to either side. And just tab all that back in. Boop. And then we boop. And they just plug in like so. And there you have the C alt mode configuration. So now she has little claws there. The claw. So you have that going on. If you want to. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. So yeah, that is basically it for her alt mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Hey, let's get a good spin out of her. So actually I'm going to remove this right here and just put the little green piece back on. And we shall begin. So you start off by untabbing the legs. Now you can transform her with these little arms attached. They just end up on the outside of her legs in robot mode. Me personally, I like to take them off just to make things a little bit cleaner. So just, pop them off. And make sure you're grabbing it by the actual base here. Don't grab it by the arm and pull it, because that could break something. Just get them by the base and just pop them off. Put them off to the side. So just bring the legs out. We want to take these sections here and just bring them up to get them out of the way, like so. So what you're going to do with the legs here is you want to rotate the thigh so the knee is facing the right way. It's going to be that way. This is going to be the front of our waist here. So yeah, that going that way, and then rotate this section here like so. So now everything is facing in the direction it should be. We're going to come here to these sections and flip out her heel and her toe. And then we're going to take this section here and just slide it in until it locks into place, and it will click right there into place. And doing that actually prevents the wheel from spinning freely. You can see there's a lot more friction there, so now she won't just fall over. So you got that leg all done. Second verse is just like the first. So again, just rotate that thigh. Make sure your knee joint's going the right way. And rotate that section there. So everything's facing forward. Flip out the heel, flip out the little toes, and then just collapse it up until it snaps. This one's a little stiffer. There we go. And you got that pretty much done. We're going to leave that alone for now. So next thing you want to do is you want to come here and just split this whole assembly like so. It's on a double hinge here, so make sure you undo that section as well. Bring it all the way out. And at this point now, should we? Yeah, we should. You bring the legs down and bring the waist piece up, like so. Rotate around, like that. So now, we can take this whole central section here. You want to just kind of pull it up a bit. Actually, no, before we do that, oops, we have to undo the backpack here, because that locks this in place. So undo that, and now we can just kind of pull that up, and that will get things started for us. And then we just bring these sections off to the side, like so, and like so. And once we do that, we can flip up her head as far as it will go, because now we need to take her chest and push it forward. You can just push it from the back here, and the chest piece will just slide forward like so. And once you do that, you can now tab either side of the chest piece in. You can see there's little tabs and whatnot. So just line everything up, and everything should sit as it should on either side, like that. At this point now, we can kind of finish straightening her head out. We can turn her head around. There's not a lot of room in here. There we go. Turn her head around. There you go. She's happy. She's smiling. It's okay. So now, we're going to take the wheels, untab them, and they will collapse up into this section here, like so. And you can untab the arm. Tabs in a couple places right here on the side. We can open up this panel, flip out her hand, close that back up, rotate the arm, you can see, so all that gappage is filled. And then we have to take the arm here and slide it all down. And this is super tight. This is like really tight. This is kind of stupid tight, so be careful with this. Helps too if you just kind of push it from the top there. There you go. Just get it going as far as you can. And then we just collapse all of this up into the body right in there, like that. And there you have a side all done. Second Voss is just like the first, so untab the wheel, swing that in, untab, open, flip, close, rotate, and pull, and also push. Yeah, that's really stiff. There you got that, and then just collapse all this in. Make sure that tabs in. Boop, right there, like so. And we're almost done here. You just bring up a little backpack here, and these you can just collapse in like so. You can angle them however you want. You can leave them further out, further in, whatever you want to do. I just collapse them in like that. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. She's a little more involved, as you can see. And there you have Nickel in her robot mode. And I like her. Again, really nicely done, really comic booky, pretty accurate to her comic book model. I think they did a really good job on her. And let's get in close here on that little face. See, she's happy, she's smiling, she's Nickel. You can see some nicely done paint apps here. You got some silver on the head, little silver ears going on there. Got some new details here, picked out in a nice metallic red with some silver trim. And you get some red there on the waist. These little panels on her forearms, which do flip up if you need them to. And they flip up on both sides, like so. Pretty nice. And moving down the legs, the little toesies. Oops. This heel flipped itself back in. Get out here. There you go. A little toesies, little heels. You got the little backpack going on there. Now, articulation-wise, yeah, it is on a ball joint. So you get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. She can look up. If you use that transformation hinge, she can totally look up. And squirrel can totally do that. And she can look down into her own chest. Head can rotate. It's a little hard to kind of get her head rotated. There's not a whole lot of room in there, but that can rotate. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You do have rotation there, but it's very, very stiff. You have over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. Your wrists are on the ball joint, so you have rotation and wiggly waggly. You also have that hinge in there that allows the hand to move inward and outward. And you have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward that far. You got thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee. And the feet here can just rotate up and down. Now, as far as accessories for Nickel goes, she does come with her tools. She has 6 tools in total. You got screwdrivers, got some little clamps, little hammer, little drill, looks like. All done in silver. She can hold them. Kind of, sort of. It is doable. It's kind of tricky. There you go. She can't hold the tools. But if you want to, she does have these little hooks on her body. And you can just take them and hang them off her. And that's how she keeps her tools stored there in the comic. Just hang them there. And I love this because it just kind of gives the toy a little bit more life, you know, because you have things kind of moving around. You know, I kind of like that. Just makes her a little bit more animated there. Again, if you want, you can leave these little arms attached to her. Again, they just end up. I'll just show you. They just end up on the outside of her legs like that in robot mode. You can do that if you want to, but again, I like the cleaner look, so I personally just leave these off. But hey, as always, your toy. Display it however you wish. But she does also come with a version of Voss here in his gun mode. You can see done in nice purple with the red in there. You got a little screen here done in a metallic green. Little screen. Can flip in and out. It can rotate. You can pull out the stock here, the bipod. is on a hinge. You can move that around if you want to. The sight does come off for reasons. Don't know if there's a purpose behind that or not, but if I don't show it, 100 people will tell me about it, so this comes off. But yeah, that, as you can see, it's actually bigger than her, but she can hold it if you want her to. And this works via, you can see the little groove here that goes into her hand, and you can just plug that in. She does actually hold that pretty securely. So you can have that going on, you know, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it, or you can remove this handle, and to remove it, you're just gonna, you want to hold it more again at the base, and then just push it forward, and whoop, that will just unclip like so. And you can bring in this handle, which is a 5mm peg, and that just slides in, and just pull it up, and right there, it'll snap into place. So now any bots with a 5mm port in its hand can hold this. You can give this to any of your figures, again, as long as it has a 5mm port. You can give this to your siege bots if you want to, but we can take it and again, we can bring in Tarn here, and we can give to Tarn if you want. Get that in his hand, like so, and you can have that going on if you want to. Again, all things you can do if you want to do it. And the last accessories you get with nickel are swappable faces. You get 3 faces here. You get a very happy face. Yee! It looks so anime. It looks so anime. Yeah, that's... And you have a oh face, you know. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. And you also get a full-on face. So you have options there. And to swap out the faces, you do have to remove the head. You don't have to take the head completely apart. Just undo the screw enough to where you can just pop the head off. It takes about a quarter of a turn. So just pop the head off, and if you can't get your fingernail in there, I use my spudger. You see that little, this little tab right here. You just want to push down on that, and the face will pop off, and we can, you know, pop on her happy face. This is my happy face. There we go. Let's pop that on, and then just pop the head back on, and just snug that screw back up. And there you go. Now she's happy. Eee, hooray. Hooray for happiness. So, there you have that. So there is a nickel. There is the pet. And now for comparison. Here they are with the Ocular Max Ravage. Just because. So, you got that. Here they are with Mastermind's IDW Rodimus. Here they are with Mastermind's IDW Megatron. So you can see how that works out. And just to answer this question now, because every time I bring out this figure, I always get asked, why does he have an Autobot symbol on him? Because in the comics, he switched sides. That's why he has an Autobot symbol on him. But anyway, there is Megs. And here they are with Titan's Return Bumblebee. So you can see how that works out. And how do they scale with Siege? Here they are with Siege, Voyager Prime. And now let's bring in the DJD that we have thus far. We can get a little group shot going on here. So there you go. Looks pretty cool. So there you have Knee and Foxwire. A nicely done little set here from Mastermind, in my opinion. You know, Foxwire, he's kind of your typical beast former as far as the transformation goes. There's not a whole lot going on there, but still a nicely done figure nonetheless. Nickel is definitely my favorite figure of this set, though. She has like a ton of personality, just really love the design, and I think they pulled this off really well. Both figures are very good representations of how they look in the comic books. Both of them are very solid, sturdy figures. They work as they should. The only real issue that you may encounter is just that chest panel on Foxwire maybe coming off a little easier than you would like, but again, a dab of glue remedies that very easily. So all in all, a nicely done set and a nice addition to our Mastermind DJD. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Mastermind Creations' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Mastermind Creations, Knee and Foxwire, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Where is Nickel? I can't find her anywhere. Have you seen her? I have not. Did you forget to feed him again? I forgot. Well, it's your own fault for being so small and bite-sized.